सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page 160, verse 94. आनन्दमय कोशो यः सुषुप्तौ परिशिष्यते अस्पष्टचित्स आत्मैषाम् पूर्वकोशोऽस्य ते गुणाः. Vidyaranya talking about the Prabhakara view regarding Atma Swarupam. Prabhakara is one of the Purva Mimamsaka commentator, holds that view Atma is Achit, Atma is Jadam. Achit means Jadam. Jadam means insentient. Insentient means inert. Not only Purva Mimamsaka Prabhakara, but also Tarkika, that is Naiyayika, the logician also holds the same view. Vaisheshika, all of them are saying Atma is Achit. Having said this, he is going to conclude in this 94th sutra that view by saying, what is his view, final conclusion? Atma is a dravyam. It has got 9 properties. The consciousness joins with Atma because of the Manas Samyoga. Because of that Manas Samyoga, Raga, Dvesha, Ichha, Prayatna, Vasana, all properties arise in the Atma. Because of that Ichha, Raga, Dvesha, this Atma does lot of karmas. Dharma, karmas. Once it performs lot of karmas, the karma phalam, it is exhausting. Bhokta. Karta syat, bhokta syat. Not only here, the karma phalam continues even other lokas, lokantare, gama gamau. He says, the Purvapakshi says, Atma is all pervading, sarvagataha Atma. That sarvagataha Atma, when associated with the mind, the Chaitanyam manifest. Then once it dissociates with the mind, it is death. This mind travels to Swarga or Naraka. Atma is all pervading. Atma never travel. According to him also, Atma is all pervading, sarvagataha. It doesn't travel. Why? It need not travel. Because it is all pervading. Once it leaves the body, the mind alone travels again, because Atma is there in Swarga also, all pervading. So this mind joins with my Atma again. Alukur Atma. So my Atma is all pervading. Since my Atma is all pervading, my Atma is in Swarga also. Then what happens? This mind again travel and join with that Atma. After joining with that Atma in Swarga, what will happen? The karma, punya papa karma, what it has done in this iha janmani, the sukha, it exhausts in swarga. Because mind joins. Again, ichha, dvesha, all are there, but there only bhokta. Mind only travels and joins with the Atma. Chaitanyam comes again and exhausts punyam. Suppose it is a papa, it goes to naraka. Since Atma is there in naraka also, all pervading, the mind goes and joins there and exhausts papa. So this is what happens. Therefore, what is Atma now? Finally he says, this Atma is Achit. It becomes Chit temporarily. Really speaking, it doesn't have sentiency of its own. How he proves that? In this 94th shloka, Anandamaya Kosho Yaha. We call it that as Kosha, but he calls it as Anandamaya Atma. Anandamaya Atma. Since Vidyaranya is writing, according to us, Anandamaya is a Kosha. So, our Anandamaya Kosha, he takes it as Anandamaya Atma. That is why we are writing this shloka. Vidyaranya is writing. He never looks at Anandamaya as a Kosha. Who? Prabhakara. Prabhakara, Nayayikas, they never look at Anandamaya as a Kosha. They take it Anandamaya as Atma. So, Anandamaya Kosho Yaha Sushuptau Parisishyate. Sushuptau, what is that remaining in Sushupti, Anandamaya Kosha? Anandamaya, how is that? Aspashtachit. The consciousness is not spashtam, not clear. It is vague. I am not fully conscious of. I slept like a log of wood, we say. Expression is there. I slept like a log of wood. Aspashtam. I am not aware of anything. That is called achit. Consciousness is not available. Achit. Therefore, what is the real nature of Atma? Anandamayaha Atma. Where the consciousness is not available. That is why Atma is achit. If consciousness, Atma is chit, the awareness must be there also. I am not knowing anything. I am not knowing anything. Aspashtaha, where sushuptau parisishyate. Parisishyate word why he uses there. Annamaya Kosha is not available there. All other three koshas also, prana, mana, vijnana, all of them not available. Purva koshaha. This is the innermost kosha. Anandamaya kosha. For us it is kosha. For him it is Atma. That is why many people take that Anandamaya as the Atma. That is the biggest difference between Vedanta and other systems of philosophy. Pancha koshas in Taitriyam Visa, koshatva nischayaha, anatmatva nischayaha, mithyatva nischayaha, pravilapanam, including Anandamaya, we take it as kosha. But the people, they take Anandamaya as Atma. Because I have no problem in Anandamaya kosha. Anandama tungindirke. No sukha, dukkha, raga, dvesha, kama, krodha. Idu vida anandam, idu venu. Idudane anandam. This is called Atma. Therefore I take Anandamaya kosha as Ananda Atma. But he doesn't know that is a kosha. It is a karana sariram. Avidya sthiti. Purna avidya sthiti, that is. See how people commit mistakes, you see. Therefore he says, aspashta chit saha atma esham. Aspashta chit means vague chit, vague consciousness. There is no consciousness available there. Aspashta chit saha atma anandamaya. Their chit is not spashtam. Once chit is not spashtam means what? Achit. Therefore it is achit. What is my swarupam? Atma swarupam? I am jadam. Achit. That's what he says. Purva kosha asya te gunaha. For this Anandamaya Atma alone has got all these 9 properties. Te gunaha, 9 properties are belong to this. This means what? First kosha. First kosha means interior to Annamaya, interior to Pranamaya, interior to Manomaya, interior to Vijnanamaya. That is the Purvasya. The first kosha is Anandamaya. The most interior one, most exterior one is Annamaya. So, this is the conjunction of Prabhakara. Te gunaha. You have to remember all those gunas. These gunas belongs to this Atma Dravyam Anandamaya Atma. With this Prabhakara is over. But we have to see few fallacies. Last class I gave some more fallacies. Previous class also I gave fallacies. 1 or 2 more points also I give. There are lot more illogical problems. Logical problems are there. Lot of illogicality is there. 2-3 points I enumerate here. We are questioning. Here Shankaracharya's ideas I am giving. Vidyaranya is not condemning. Why? Bhatta is going to come and refute him. We need not condemn Prabhakara. His guru is going to come, Bhatta, from 95. He is going to refute. But what is the Shankaracharya's view? Let us once in a while recollect our Siddhanta. Otherwise we will wash away with Purvapakshi. What is that? First problem, if Atma is all-pervading, Niravayavam, Amurtam, this point I mentioned in the last class. Amurtam, Niravayavam, formless. How can it have sambandha? That's what I said in the last class. How can it get connection with mind? To have connection, you must have some Savayavam. Niravayavam cannot have sambandha. So this problem I said in the last class. Now further extension of that same problem, how you look at it. To have sambandha between 2 things. Prabhakara is talking about Atma, Dharma, Jnanam or mind, Chaitanyam, sambandha. To have sambandha, the 2 things must be finite, parichinnam, limited. The 2 things must be parichinnam, limited. Now, this clip is having association with the desk. Because it is limited, since it is not all-pervading, the desk is also not all-pervading, parichinnam, limited, less pervasive. This is also less pervasive, clip is also less pervasive. So one less pervasive one can join with another less pervasive one. Alpagatam, not sarvagatam. Desk is not sarvagatam. Clip is not sarvagatam. Then it is possible to join. Since it is not all-pervading, clip is telling, I am not all-pervading, you are also not pervading, let us come and join. It is possible, it is logical. Clear? Parichinna vastu dvayam can have sambandha. Now, this Atma, what you are talking is all-pervading. It is all-pervading. When it is all-pervading, infinite, that is, where is the question of joining? How can it join one infinite thing, another finite thing? Is there a necessity to join? When it is all-pervading, conscious that Atma is all-pervading. Why mind has to come and join? For example, Akasha, Edavadi, is all-pervading. The space, the Akasha, is all-pervading. Is there any time you associate with the space and you dissociate with the space? If you understand this example, you can understand that. Akasha sarvagataha, all-pervading. Now I associate with Akasha. I associate with Akasha means before association I was dissociated. How you are able to be dissociated with Akasha? Very subtle point you have to. How can you be associated with all-pervading Akasha? Is it possible? Are you separated from the space? Yesterday I was not in space, today I am coming to space. You are always in the space. Why? Because space is all-pervading. Fortunately or unfortunately, I can never be separated from space. I have to be with the space all the time. Because it's all-pervasiveness. Like that, since your Atma is all-pervading, where is the question of mind joining? Some manasa yogaha. How false it is. When it is all-pervading Atma, mind is always with Atma. Where is the question of joining? See, this type of study, it sharpens our intellect. Buddhi sukshmata comes. Until today we have never got this idea. Today only we are getting. Once it is all-pervading Atma, where is the question of association with the mind? Wherever mind is there, mind is always associated with Atma. Where is samyoga? Aparichinna akashaha. Aparichinna akashaha. Sarvatra asti. Where is the question of sambandha? So another fallacy this is. One more, third problem is, now you are telling Atma is manas samyoga dwara, consciousness is manifesting. Consciousness undaharadana. Consciousness is rising in the mind and Atma when they are together. How fallacy, so you see here. Now consciousness, that is called jnanam. Consciousness is called jnanam. Once the mind and Atma associated, consciousness, jnanam has come. Okay? Atma manas samyoga dwara eva jnanam agatam. Now, not only jnanam, what about other properties? He said, sukha also comes, dukkha also comes. Now, sukha is coming. Sukha also come when? Again, Atma manas samyoga. Again, Atma manas samyoga dwara eva sukha property will come. The property is possible in Atma when manas samyoga. Again this is first combination. What is the first combination? Atma manas samyoga dwara jnana utpattihi. Jnana means what? Chaitanya utpattihi. According to him. Okay? Now, one dharma, that is one property. One combination. 9 properties, one property, jnanam. That is Chaitanyam, consciousness. Now what is the second property he gave? Raga. dvesha, sukha, dukkha. Now, I want to get sukham. Again for sukham, another combination is required. Atma, mana, samyoga. Then sukha. Second combination lo again what? Atma, mana, samyoga, sukha. That means when Atma, mana, samyoga to take sukham to come, this first combination kennachi? First combination gone. What is the first combination? Atma, mana, samyoga, jnanam combination. That has gone. Now Atma, mana, samyoga, sukha has to come. Sukham vandadi. Who knows that sukham? Who knows that sukham? Who is enjoying that sukham? Because first combination gone. Atma, mana, samyoga dwara, jnanam came, jnana utpatti, combination over. Second combination ke Atma, mana, samyoga, sukham. But Atma, mana, samyoga, sukham is there. There is no consciousness. But who is aware of this sukham? If consciousness is not there. Because every time you require combination. Once it separates, only again combination, again separation, combination, separation, combination. Then no one is conscious of sukham. Because consciousness combination gone. When sukha combination comes, when the dukkha combination comes, sukham won't be there. Adi theriyum namakku. When dukkha combination comes, sukha won't be there. When sukha is there, dukkha is not there. But the problem is consciousness. If it is also having utpatti, arrival and departure, who is the knower of, awarer of, experiencer of this sukha, dukkha, raga, dvesha, ichha, prayatna, vasana? Who is the awarer? Puriyar the fallacy? You think, nalla puriyam. So very, very interesting. So this is what Prabhakara, you are illogical. Shankaracharya established. Now Bhatta is going to negate him, what he says. We will read 95th shloka up to 97th shloka, Bhatta Matam. These are all very involved topics, ideas. You have to remember the previous class. Otherwise, I can't help. Gudham chaitanyamutprekshya jadabodhaswarupatam atmano bruvate bhattah chidutprekshothita smritehe chitu utprekshaha uthitaha smritehe. Now the Bhatta Matam, he is the main commentator of Jaimini Purva Mimamsa Sutrani. Like Vyasacharya comments on Vyasa Sutrani, Bhatta Kumarila Bhatta. His full name is called Kumarila Bhatta. His followers are called Bhatta Matam ani peru. And the Matam, a system of philosophy. Bhatta Matam. Bhattaha means the followers of Bhatta Matam an artham. What they say, Bhattaha bruvate. Brute, bruvate, bruvate. Bru dhatu, atmanepadi, lat prathama bahuvachanam. Prathama purusha bahuvachanam. Bhattaha bahuvachanam, therefore bruvate. Because why I am telling this grammar point, ante comes in bahuvachanam everywhere. Bruvate, bruvate, bruvante. We should not commit that mistake. Bruvate, bruvate, bruvate. Brute, bruvate, bruvate. Okay. Now, Bhattaha Bhruvate Jadabodhaswarupatam Atmanaha Gudham Chaitanyam Utpreksha. This is one sentence. Gudham Chaitanyam. What is their conjunction means? Atma is not Achit, insentient. It is sentient and insentient. What is improvement? It is sentient also. It is insentient also. It is sentient also. That is the improvement. Gudham Chaitanyam. Gudham Chaitanyam means concealed consciousness. Gudham means concealed, covered. Chaitanyam, consciousness. Utpreksha, assuming that. Presumption. Here he is going to take Arthapatti Pramanam. That Arthapatti Pramanam he explains later. Since in deep sleep, consciousness is Gudham. You have taken that is Achit because consciousness is not available there in deep sleep. What I say, that is not Achit totally, it is Nikshiptam. Achit means don't take totally Achit, temporarily Achit. Gudham, what is that? Chaitanyam. That Chaitanyam is Gudham, concealed. Utpreksha, by inferring. Utpreksha means by inferring that by Arthapatti Pramanam, I take that Gudham Chaitanyam Jada Bodhaswarupatam Atmanaha. Atma has got Jadaswarupam and Bodhaswarupam. Jada Bodhaswarupatam. It has sentiency, it has insentiency also. Jadabodha Swarupatam Atmanaha Bhruvate Bhattaha. Why you say Jadam? Because it is Gudha Chaitanyam. That's all. Gudham Chaitanyam alone, I am calling it as Jadam. It is not totally Achit. It is concealed, partial concealment, partial sentient, partial insentient, partial sentient, insentient. Rendume irukku. That Anandamaya in deep sleep, Sushupta, he took totally Achit. But he says, I don't want to take that totally Achit. In that shloka itself, you see the Kumarila Bhatta and Prabhakara. Rundu per me paakalam. In this 94th shloka, Prabhakara took it as totally Achit. Same Sushupti. Same Sushupti, Kumarila Bhatta is taking as Chit and Achit. Are you getting? Prabhakara is seeing the same Sushupti, Anandamaya, as Atma, total Achit. Kumarila Bhatta take the same Sushupti, Atma, Ananda Atma is Chit and Achit. He is going to give Pramanam also for that. Okay? Utpreksha Utthita Smrute. How do you know it is Chit and Achit? You are telling it is totally Achit. I say it is Chit also because Utthita. Once you wake up, after waking, Jagradavasthayam Utthita, Chit Utpreksha Smritehe. Utthita means once you wake up, Smritehe Chit Utpreksha. Chit means Chaitanyam. Smriti comes, I slept well. Smriti is coming or not? I don't know anything. This Smriti is coming now. When it is coming? In Jagradavastha. Utthita means in Jagradavasthayam. Smrute, memory. All of us have that memory. Yesterday, I slept well. Memory. Anubhava Anubhava Purvika Smritihi Nyaya. Any Smriti, remembrance, comes because of Purva Anubhava. Without Anubhava, how can you get Smriti? Memory, how can you get? I remember. What do you remember? What you have experienced previously, Anubhava, that only you can remember. You can remember whatever you had previously experienced, that only you can remember. Now this Smriti is coming here after waking up. That means there was an Anubhava. There was an Anubhava. Without Anubhava, is this Smriti is possible after waking? All of you are in waking state now? This Smriti, after waking early morning, you know that how you slept, deep sleep or disturbed sleep, all comes in Smriti. If you don't have Anubhava of that deep sleep, you cannot say it is deep sleep. You cannot say it is a disturbed sleep. That means someone is experiencing that Anubhava is there. Anubhava Purvika Smritihi. Uttita Smritehe. Therefore, Chid Utpreksha. I presume the Chit even in Anandamaya. Sushuptau. I presume Arthapatti Pramanena. I presume Chit must be there in Anandamaya. Sushuptau. How can you say it is Achit? Anubhava is there. How do you know there is Anubhava? Smriti is there after waking. Since Smriti is there, there must be Anubhava. Since Anubhava is there, there must be Chit. That's why I presume. Even though I do not know that Chit in deep sleep, I presume that Chit in deep sleep by looking at this Smriti. Arthapatti Pramana. You remember Arthapatti Pramana? One of the Pramana, when we were talking Mandukya, Taitriyam, I explained about Arthapatti Pramanam. For that Upanishadic example, you know, rain. Yesterday we got rain. You got? Example, nanna example, correct vandadi paarengo. So once you wake up early morning, you see the streets are flooded with full of water. Now this water, what you are seeing, streets are flooded with water, it is perceived fact. This is perceptual fact. Water is there on the street is fact or not? Fact. What type of fact? Perceived. Perceived fact. This perceived fact, water is there, I have to presume rain was there in the night. Otherwise, how streets are flooded? Streets cannot be flooded without rain. But have you seen the rain? Rain was there is a perceived fact or imperceived fact? Unperceived fact. Unperceived fact. By seeing the perceived fact, you have to presume the unperceived fact. Pancham gadabida words. By seeing the perceived fact, water, I assume there must be rain in the night. There was rain. That there was rain, that is a fact. Is it fact or not? What type of fact? Perceived or not perceived? Not perceived. Non-perceived fact. So whenever you have one fact, perceived fact, and you want to get a non-perceived fact, once you take, it is called Arthapatti Pramanam. Now come to Darshtanta. Now I have Smriti. Drishtanta, rain water, flooded streets. Now Darshtanta, I have Smriti. And streets are flooded with water. Mother, inga Smriti irukku. Memory. Remembrance, memory. What memory? I slept well. How you? Now this is perceived fact. This Smriti. This perceived fact you have to presume now. What you have to presume? Anubhava. What Anubhava? Chit utpreksha. Chit must be there. Otherwise, who registered that Anubhava? That's what he is going to say. Next shloka. We'll read 96. Jado bhutva tada swapsam iti jadya smrutistada vina jadyanubhutim na kadhanchidupapadyate. Jado bhutva tada aswapsam iti. Within inverted commas. Iti, if it comes, previous portion is within inverted commas. Jado bhutva, being, bhutva, you have to do anvaya this way. Tada. Tada means sushupti kale. At that time. Jado bhutva, becoming insentient, inert. Jado bhutva, becoming insentient, inert. Aswapsam, I slept. Aswapsam, I slept. Like a log of wood, I slept. Everyone makes one time at least this statement, minimum. After doing Girivalayam, or going to Ayyappa, or Muktinath, or Kedarnath, or Amarnath, or Manasarovar. How you sleep? Jado bhutva apsvapsam. Why people are not getting deep sleep, now? No hard work. That's why no deep sleep. Okay. So, Jado bhutva asvapsam iti. Aham sukham asvapsam na kinchid avedisham. He is reminding that mantra, Brihadaranyaka. I slept well, I don't know anything. I don't know anything means you are not aware of. But I slept well is you are aware of. You don't know anything means you are jadam. And sukham asvapsam, that is you are chetanam. That means you are jada chetanam. Chetana chetana combination. Correct then? So he is what he is telling also right. It is what we are also talking. So he says, Jado bhutva tada asvapsam, within inverted commas, iti jadya smritihi tada. Jadya smritihi. You have to take this in tada into second line. The first line you have to see up to there only. Jadya smritihi. Bhavati. What is the first line? Tada jado bhutva swapsam iti jadya smritihi bhavati. Jadya smritihi means jado bhutva, I slept like a log of wood. That is called jadya smritihi. I don't know anything. That is called jadya smritihi. You don't find this word in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. That is why Prakarana Grantha. Jadya smritihi word, it is the specialization of Vidyaranya thesis. Okay. We have also never used it as Jadya smriti. Na kinchid avedisham word, he is using the word Jadya smritihi. I don't know anything. Adikandaka word Jadya smritihi bhavati. I don't know anything. Bhavati, full stop. Then that tada you take to the second line. Tada jadyas anubhutim vina na katanchit upapadyate. Tada means with the experience of insentiency. Tada jadya anubhutim vina. Jadya anubhuti means what? Anubhuti and experience. Experience of what? Jadyam. Jadyam jadasya bhavaha jadyam. Inertness. Jadya anubhutihi tada at the time of sleep, during sleep. Jadya anubhutim vina means without. Without the experience of the insentiency or without the experience of the inertness. Katham, how can there be what? Katham smritihi utpadyate. Kathanchit smritihi na utpadyate. See, smritihi you have to supply. Kathanchit na utpadyate. Tada jadyanubhutim vina kathanchit smritihi na upapadyate. And in the smriti ninga pottukonum here. That memory would not have been taken place. That memory, what memory? Jado bhutva asvapsams. That smriti would have not been taken place without anubhuti. Without what anubhuti? Jadya anubhuti. How brilliant, no? So brilliant. Their brilliance to understand, we have to break our head. That memory. Kadanchit na upapadyate means memory na upapadyate. Memory is improper, impossible. It is not possible without the anubhuti of that jadyas. Asvapsam. Jadyo, jado bhutva asvapsam. Is anubhuti vina smritihi na upalabhyate, upapadyate. Therefore what? Therefore it is not achit, it is chit. What he want to explain? In deep sleep, there is a chit. Because of chit only, anubhava took place. Because of anubhava only, smriti has come. Now with this smriti, I presume the Chaitanyam and its anubhava. Clear? Have you experienced directly in sleep? No. I cannot. Because jado bhutva asvapsam. Now I assume, my assumption is what? Because of this smriti, after waking up, I am remembering, I slept well, I don't know anything, therefore that anubhava must be there. Anubhava comes in insentient or insentient? Anubhava comes in sentient or insentient? Sentient. Therefore that time also, who is there? Sentient consciousness is there. Then you may ask, why then you don't know that time? Dudham Chaitanyam. Chaitanyam is as though achit. Marila Bhatta. Guru, no, anyhow. Prabhakara said like this. Guru says like this. Okay. He gives then Shruti. This is Yukti. Ham Sukham Asvapsam he pointed out. But this is Yukti also. It is logical. What is logical? Anubhava Purvika Smriti is the logic. So Yukti he is giving. Now the next is what? 97 he gives Upanishad Pramanam, Shruti Pramanam. Drashtur drishtera lopascha Shruta suptau tadastvayam Aprakasha prakashabhyam Atma khadyota vadyutaham. Very interesting. He gives Brihadaranyaka 4th chapter, 3rd Brahmanam, 23rd mantra. How is it possible, Chit and Achit? If there is a darkness, there is no light. If there is a light, there cannot be darkness. You are telling Chit and Achit both are contradictory. Sentiency and insentiency. Where there is Chetanam, there is no Achetanam. Where there is Achetanam, there should not be any Chetanam. How can you say, oh Kumarila Bhatta, Chetanam and Achetanam both can be together? How is it possible? Like Khadyotavat. Khadyota means minimum puchi. It's front, backside. When we were young, we used to catch those insects. Backside it is so bright light, as though torchlight it is catching. The people who are walking in the mines inside, they keep a light. Everything is dark. This person is having a light on the top. Adi madri this Minumin Puchi, Khadyotam, it has got a light at the back side. And other part of the body, no light. Prakasha, one part of the body, Aprakasha, another part of the body. How is it possible? In one body, Prakasha, other half of the body is Aprakasha. Like that, Chaitanyam and Jadam both are possible. I have Shruti Pramanam, he says. What is that? Drashtuhu drishtehe alopascha. Very important mantra, which statement refute many of the philosophers. Drashtuhu means Atma. Drishtihi, Chaitanyam, the consciousness. Alopaha. Lopaha means break. Non-continuity. Alopaha means continuity. Without break. Without break. Drashtuhu drishtehe. Atma, the Chaitanyam, will never have non-continuity. They have continuity. Atma and Chaitanyam, you don't say actually Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. So Jnanam is with Atma all the time. Therefore it is not separate from that. Drashtuhu drishtehe alopaha. There is no non-continuity. There is no break. Who says Shrutaha? Heard from the Shruti. When it is Suptau. Suptau, in deep sleep. In deep sleep, Drashtuh drishtehe alopaha. In deep sleep, the consciousness is there, which is aware of deep sleep. Since sense organs are not available there, it cannot express. That's all. Consciousness is not missing there. It is not alopaha. Atma is there. Consciousness is there. Aham is Atma. Aham, am Atma. Am there. Am I unconscious or conscious? When I am sleeping. Therefore, Drashtuhu, I the Atma am conscious being. There is no lopa. I am conscious of. I am conscious of. That is why Kumarila Bhatta saying, people say when these patients are in coma, they say, Prajna illamale kadakara. Person is unconscious. Never say person is unconscious. Person is conscious only, but that sense organs medium is not functioning. We are taking the non-functioning of the sense organs, other organs of the body as the non-function of consciousness. என்ன சொல்றோம்? பாவம் பாவம் வேறு. பாவம் பிரக்ஞை இல்லாமலே கிடக்கிற பிரக்ஞை அங்கதான் இருக்கு. பிரக்ஞை இருக்கிற பிரக்ஞை வெக்தமாகிறதுக்கு ஒரு மண்ணாங்கட்டி. மைண்ட் కానీ సెన్స్ ఆర్గాన్స్ బుద్ధి వేల పண்றதில்லை. RM is out of order. எங்கேயோ பிரெயின்ல ப்ராப்ளம், ஆர் கிட்னில ப்ராப்ளம், லிவர்ல ப்ராப்ளம், சம் அன்கான்ஷியஸ். கான்ஷியஸ்னஸ் இஸ் தேர் பிகாஸ் கான்ஷியஸ்னஸ் இஸ் நித்யம், ஆல் பர்வேடிங். Therefore every patient is Chaitanya Swarupam. Unconscious patient also Chaitanya Swarupam. What about dead body? Dead body is also Chaitanya Swarupam. That's why we do Pradakshanam. Why? Consciousness is Ajaha, Amrityuhu. It doesn't have death. It is always there, all pervading. We do Pradakshanam not to the body, Atma Chaitanyam. Okay, I am going out of track. Now come to the shloka. Suptau. Now see the next. Tataha. Therefore. Swayam. Tataha tu swayam. Tataha tu ayam. Tatastvayam. Tataha. Therefore. Tu ayam atma. Atma is in the second line, middle. Atma aprakasha prakashabhyam. It is aprakasha means jadam, prakasha means chaitanya. Atma is jada chaitanya roopam, chid achid roopam, chetana achetana mishram. Is talking now aprakasha prakashabhyam atma, like what? Khadyotavat. Khadyota, that minimin puchu madri. Khadyota yutaha. Yutaha means endowed with. Atma endowed with prakasha and aprakasha like khadyota. Yuta means endowed with. I am atma swaprakasha aprakasha. Aprakasha prakasha yutaha. Now this is the Bhatta matam. Now comes Sankhya matam. Sankhya is going to come and refute Bhatta matam. இவருக்கு பூந்து விளையாட்டு, இவங்களெல்லாம் ஃபைட்டிங். He is looking at them. Vidyaranya 98. NiramshasyoBhayatmatvam. Syobhayatmatvam na kathanchid ghatishyate. Na kathanchid ghatishyate. Tena chidrupa evatma. Ityahu sankhya vivekinah. Ityahu sankhya vivekinah. Iti we can put this side. Tena chidrupa eva atmeti. Then ahuhu sankhya vivekina. Appadi padikalam. Now Sankhya philosopher says Atma is ever chit. It's like Vedantin. Atma is ever chit, consciousness principle. It is never achit. Prabhakara said it is ever achit. Kumarina Bhatta says it is chitachit. Sankhya philosopher says it is ever chit, sentient. Niramshasya ubhayatmatvam katham chit na ghatishyate. Niramshasya, that Atma which does not have any part, partless. Niramsha means partless. Since it is partless, ubhayatmatvam means prakasha aprakashatvam anartham. Chetana acetanatvam. Ubhayatmatvam means chetana acetanatvam. Jada chetanatvam. Inertness and sentiency, both ubhayatmatvam kathanchit na ghatishyate. It is not at all possible. And the kathanchit vanna aluttama sollano. It is not at all possible. Then Tena chidrupaha eva atma ahuho. Tena, therefore, since it is not at all possible that achidrupam, therefore, chidrupaha eva atma. Atma is ever self-effulgent, sentient principle. Naturally sentient consciousness principle. Who says Sankhya Vivekinaha Ahuhu. Kindle Pandrar. Sankhya Vivekinaha. Those who are Sankhyas, who are thinking themselves are Vivekinaha. Ahuhu. They say Jadyam Shah Prakrite Rupam Vikari Trigunam Chetat Chito Bhoga Pavargartham Prakriti Sa Pravartate. Second line, second word, bhoga, it is, the letter is not, bha is not clear. Bhoga. This Atma is very close to Sankhya and Vedanta. He is very close now. We say Atma is Nirvikaraha, Niramshaha. All this we say. He also says the same thing. Enna difference enna? Atma Bahutvam he talks. There are many Purushas. We say only one Purusha, one Atma only there. That is the difference. He says now, Jadyamshaha Prakritehe. That Jada Amsha, what you are talking, it is not belong to the Atma. It belongs to Prakriti. Jadyamshaha Prakritehe Rupam. It is of the nature of Prakriti. Jadatvam. Prakriti is Jadam. Prakriti Rupam. Why? Vikari Trigunam Chetat. Because Prakriti alone is Vikari, changing. Trigunam, it is having three gunas. Chito Bhoga Apavargartham Prakritihi Sa Pravartate. Sa Prakritihi. This Prakriti which is Vikari, Trigunatmika Prakriti, Pravartate. It is doing lot of work. Wife is cooking, husband is eating. All the time she is struggling pava in the kitchen. Panni vechana dining table meeda nalla vandu tappanu ukkaandu aha anna sollittu idu saaptinde irpa. Adu maadhiri in the Prakriti, don't mistake me here. Male students, don't mistake me. Just it's your privilege, okay? It's a privilege. So Prakriti sa pravartate. Because it is a Vikari, it has got three gunas. Therefore, it has to do lot of work. Because Bhagavan has given strength to her to cook. Okay. Sa Prakritihi pravartate. For what purpose? Chitaha bhoga apavargartham. Apavarga means shreyas. For moksha and abhyunnati. Preyas. Bhogaha means preyaha. Apavarga means shreyaha. Apavarga means moksha, preyaha means abhyudayaha. Dharma, artha, kama, abhyudayaha. For that sake, she is activating. She is taking care of children, she is taking care of family, and so many things she is taking care of and preparing everything. Chittaha bhoga apavargartham. That's why the Purusha, husband, gets a lot of punya by doing rituals and all. Because of her only he is doing. So she is always doing, he is getting lot of purushartha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, purushartha. In that course of time she also gets. Okay. Prakriti won't get here. It is Jadam. Okay. Chitaha bhogapavargartham. For the sake of the Atma, moksha, shreyas and prayas, this Prakriti is functioning. Prakriti is Jadam, not Atma. Who says? Not Vedanta. Sankhya philosopher. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।